What's up, travel friends? It's Tally. Now, you might be looking at the title of this video and wondering, what the hell do breakups and relationships have to do with travel? Well, I was in a 4.5-year relationship and I ended it at the first thing, 2017, moved out and spent basically the whole year defining myself, trying to figure out what I like. My breakup was absolutely pivotal in getting me to explore more, to adventure more, to travel more, to try new things. So without further ado, here are the top 10 ways that I could tell the relationship that I was in wasn't right for me, and some things that you might want to consider yourself. So reason number 1 is they don't build you up, or you don't feel supported in whether it's your work, personal hobbies, or any sort of projects that you work on, the things that matter to you. They don't have to be, bouncing off the wall enthusiastic about it, but at least you should be able to feel like you can come to them and be excited about something, and they might not understand it completely, but they've got your back and they're supportive. Number 2, you have consistent doubt about the relationship or about the person. If you're having serious doubts, or if it's just a weird feeling, trust that intuition. Number 3, this was huge for me. You feel like you can't be your authentic self. You feel like you're stuck with being whoever you were when you first started dating this person, and you feel like you can't explore new interests. Towards the end of our relationship, I really started getting into personal development, and I never really felt like I could talk about those things with my ex-boyfriend, and I always felt like there was a sense of judgment coming from him for trying to evolve as a person. But ever since I left that, I've been able to just completely throw myself into exploring new interests and trying new things judgment-free. Reason number 4, this is massive, especially if you're thinking about marrying this person. You want different things from your life. My ex had a very different view of what he wanted his life to be like from me. He wanted to have the same routine day in, day out, go fishing, go to the gym, and go to Disneyland. I did not want that, and I was trying to change myself to have the same interests as him, but really what I wanted was to travel the world, to try new things, to have new experiences. And to be fair, when I brought this up, his response was, well, if you want to travel the world, then I'll come with you, but you want to have a partner in this. There's gonna be someone out there for him who wants the same thing from life as he does. I wouldn't be happy, and he wouldn't be happy if I was trying to force myself to live by his lifestyle, and I was trying to force him to come along to every trip that I had, as opposed to having an equal partner in creating that life and building something that you both want together. Number 5, the longevity of the relationship is one of the reasons that you're staying. For me, it was really easy to say, well, I've spent the last 4 years with this person, might as well keep going. It's not time wasted to start over, to look for something that's more right for you. Number 6, jealousy. If they're too jealous, if it's impeding your life, making you cut people out from your life or change your activities, that's not healthy. But on the other side, if they're never jealous, which was in my case, you might be straight on flirting with somebody and they just don't care. For a while it was like, oh, that's great that he trusts me. But after a while I kind of felt like, do you really not care enough about what we have to worry that you might lose it? So I think there's a healthy in-between somewhere. Number 7, the friends or family that you respect dearly can sense that there's something wrong. Now, I'm not saying that everybody and their mother should approve of this person, but there's a few key people, and you know who they are in your life, whose opinion really matters, who can really tell if you're happy or not. The few people you know will be honest with you and know who you are and who makes you happy. If they're not on board, that's a red flag. I had a close family friend who I just admired so much, and she could tell there was something off. This is a person that I aspire to be like in many ways, and if she could sense something was wrong, if she could tell I was unhappy, even while I was denying it, that was definitely a big red flag. Number 8, this is an interesting question to ask yourself. If both of you are single, you'd never dated before, you never knew of each other before, and went on a first date together, would you enjoy it, and would you want to get to know that person better? That's a really good question to ask yourself, to see if the relationship that you have is really truly something that you've built together and that you're excited about, or if it's just something that you fell into accidentally. And I can vouch for this now that I've been single for a year and have actually started dating again. If I were to go on a date with my ex-boyfriend, I would be looking at the watch and trying to get out of there within the first 10 minutes. But some of the strongest couples that I've met will always tell you that they always have this fascination about their partner. They're always so excited. They think they're sexy. They think they're exciting. If you can't imagine being excited about your significant other, if you had to recreate a first date again, there's definitely something off about it. Number 9, you're just coexisting. If you're living together, and you feel like you're just roommates as opposed to like romantic partners or partners in life, that's a sign. And finally, number 10, fighting and arguing. Fighting and arguing is part of any relationships, but it should be the exception to the rule. You might have a period of time that you're just not getting along quite as well, but if you're fighting and arguing consistently to the extent that at any given moment of the day you're more likely to be arguing or not on good terms with the person as opposed to being happy together or having a good conversation, and almost even worse, if you've given up fighting altogether, it's a sign that you just have given up because it's something that's not even worth fighting for and trying to mend. Stay tuned for the second video of this little mini series in which I'll address some of the concerns that you might have about leaving the relationship and some of the reasons that might be holding you back. If you've gone through something similar, let me know in the comments down below. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you guys later.